Salutes. Welcome to the Real Big Fruit Podcast. I am your host, Big Fruit, the Michael Jordan of recording early in the morning. And it is early in the morning. Your boy's up. I'm feeling good. And I'm ready to take it there. Yeah, y'all see the title, My Story of God Tony, Living Legend. Brooklyn, y'all already know what it's hitting for. First and foremost, let me say this. I know y'all sit back and say, yo, everybody keep sitting up in here telling these stories. All these gangster stories. Well, if you don't know, now you know, man. America got a fascination for this gangster shit. And I'm going to keep giving y'all this gangster shit. And when it comes to God Tony, the living legend, Brooklyn, East New York's finest, it ain't nothing but gangster shit. Now this story is definitely controversial for various reasons. But Big Fruit ain't no coward, Big Fruit ain't no sucker, so I don't run from no smoke. But I'll be wrong if I look you in your eyes and tell you that I have not been avoiding this story. That would be a lie. Your boy Big Fruit been avoiding God Tony's story for as long as I can. Listen, man, if you know, you know. Big Fruit, loyal to a fault. I always say it. The God Tony story comes with so much controversy. I didn't want to offend anyone. And I definitely didn't want to offend or disrespect my brothers. Shout out to Butter. Y'all know how we do. That's my brother. Shout out to Mano. That's my brother and my comrade. Y'all know how we do. If you know, you know. Butter and Mano both had the incidents with God Tony. And those are my brothers. But the big homie, my best man, Swells, he also had his incidents with God Tony. You know what I'm saying? And my OG, Little John, who brought me out the house, he had his incidents with God Tony. See what I'm trying to tell you? God Tony was a motherfucker, man. God Tony is a living legend. And God Tony's one of those guys that I never met up close and personal. We never been in the same room. We never sat at the same table. We never broke no bread. But your boy Big Fruit know everybody and everybody know Big Fruit. So East New York, this one is for y'all. Because I know y'all been wanting this one. A lot of y'all been in my DMs. Y'all been requesting it. And I have to admit, man, y'all been very respectful. Because y'all know what it is. Y'all been very respectful in your approach. Y'all ain't been saying nothing crazy about me not doing the story. Y'all just been letting it be known. Yo, Fruit, we need that. Yo, Fruit, we need that. So salutes and respect to East New York for being very respectful about their approach. So without further ado, like I said, it's early in the morning, I'm drinking tea, but it's cold outside and I got to hit the outside after this. So I'm going to have a little drink with this hot tea. I'm making up excuses to get my drink on a Friday morning. The weekend is here. Let me see. This is what we're going to do right here. We're going to get a little buzz. Pour some Henny in my hot tea this morning. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell my story of God Tony. And listen, man, you know, people be listening to the stories, but y'all be wanting the person's story. Y'all want the person's life story. I'm not giving you nobody's life story. I'm giving you my story of them or my dealings with them. Okay, let's get that understood. Also, I'm always respectful. I'm always courteous and mindful of the things I say and I don't say. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to come off as no clout chaser. Definitely don't want to come off as no bozo neither. So I'll be very careful about the things I say. And when it comes to this little guy here, man, oh my God. Whew. Drama Lord for real. Now, my story of God Tony is going to have to go back to, like I said, in LG Projects, 85, 86-ish. East New York boys just coming through to check on Tawana. And leading the pack is none other than the littlest dude in the crew, God Tony. Now, East New York, they coming through heavy, man. And at the time, you know what I'm saying, East New York was violent out there. The A-Team, shout out to all the old heads from the A-Team. Rest in peace, shout him a lot. You know what I'm saying? The A-Team was out there putting it down. And East New York was just, if I'm not mistaken, it probably was the murder capital back then. East New York was different. And they was coming through LG 7 buildings, man. Don't get me wrong. We had our, we got our legends in the hood. You know what I'm saying? We had our dudes who was out there letting go, 86 and all that, but nothing compared to what was going on in East New York. Cypress Projects alone. You know what I'm saying? Nothing can compare. So when they was coming through, man, they was moving the crowd. Straight jacket. They was moving the crowd. Not only was they were known for their reputation back in the East, but they was in Midtown shaking it up. And a lot of LG boys was in Midtown at the time. So they were familiar with each other. Now I'm shorty, and I'm watching this shit. I'm watching all this shit, so I'm giving you facts. This is no cap. So LG boys was familiar with them East New York boys from Midtown, but them East New York boys after Midtown, niggas was going back to the hood, picking up the ratchets and doing what they do. And they was coming through LG. Checking Tawana. God Tony. So when God Tony was coming through LG, he wasn't solo, you know what I'm saying? So he had to click. You know what I'm saying? Drez was coming through. Brandon was coming through. Artie, rest in peace, shout out to Artie. Artie was coming through. You know what I'm saying? They was coming through. Dudes was coming through. And they was making their presence felt. Light-skinned Dorian out of Brownsville, he was coming through with them. And they was checking on Tawana. And they was moving the crowd, son. I'm telling you, they was moving the crowd when he was coming through LG. So that's my first introduction of God Tony. Like I said, Lil Wayne, Wizzo, rest in peace. I just dropped his story the other day. Wizzo was a big deal because of all that traffic coming through 456, going to check Tawana. And God Tony was the main culprit. You know what I'm saying? His name was ringing bells. You know what I mean? So he was coming through. They was moving the crowd. I was familiar with the name. And the niggas was running around LG every now and then with their pistols, sticking niggas coming from Midtown. I told you, a lot of niggas was runners. A lot of niggas was runners. God Tony and niggas was backing niggas down in the exits and in the hallways. Yo, come here. That nigga came from Midtown where it's at. They started that shit robbing the robbers. Real talk. Yeah, niggas to LG know what's hitting for. I ain't fronting. I'm keeping it 100. So they was coming through doing what they do. God Tony lead the way. Now, if I remember correctly, they shook the projects up with the little stick-ups and shit here and there from Midtown robberies. But he really made his presence felt at LG when he went up against the big homie Swell. Yeah, I don't know all the particulars, but I'm quite sure them niggas was probably trying to put some work in the projects, or the niggas stuck some workers or whatever, and Swells was not having that. That shit led to an all-out war. Like, the niggas couldn't come through LG, and if they came through, Swells was letting it go. Now, Swells was a different animal. Swells was by way of Brownsville. He had 2 shooters with him. Dennis, shout out to Dennis, and rest in peace, Rashawn. And then he recruited the homie Dink out of 325. Rest in peace, Black Dink. That was my OG. And them four was bringing the ruckus. Like, God Tony and the niggas, yeah, they was ducking shots coming through LG fucking with Swells. And so that's when he really made his presence felt in Lafayette Gardens to me. Like, oh shit, them niggas in here letting shots off at Swells and them niggas. Like, okay, he about that life. But I was also hearing how he was moving around Brooklyn. Him and Brandon. Them 2 names. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it was a dude named Little Just out of East New York. 3 of them. It was 3 little dudes out of East New York. Names used to ring bells. It was Little God Tony, Little Brandon, and I think Little Just. I'm not sure if it was Little Just or Little Imp, one of them two. But like these three dudes was notorious. And they was fucking around with some OGs and they was putting in major work. So niggas' names was attached to certain shit that led to certain rumors, that led to certain beefs. Right? So I'm hearing about this shit. I'm a shorty, man. You know, shit going one end out the other, but at the same time, I'm soaking shit up like a sponge. You know what they say. Don't believe nothing you hear and only half of what you see. But you never just throw away information. You always hold on to it, because years and years and years down the line, I was crossing paths with dudes and they was giving me shit. They was telling me shit and I was putting shit together like, oh shit, that's what that was about and that's what that was about. Long story short, I was hearing how God Tony was getting down. Like, yo, this little nigga ain't nothing to play with. Like, he's the real deal. Like, your mama will miss you fucking with this dude. He's not nothing to be played with. Nothing to be fucked with. Nothing to be fucked with. I knew I wasn't fucking with him when I was hearing the shit they was doing. I wasn't fucking with that. So now, after them niggas let it go with Swells and them niggas, I was off in DFY. They out there still doing what they do. Then you hear about the Big Bang out. How the little guy Tony got hit up on Fulton Street or some shit like that. That shit was real big. Nigga tried to put him down. They really tried to take guy out. And that shit shook Brooklyn. And it shook the style because it happened down, you know, in the style. And at the time, he was still rocking with Twan. So he was up in LG, healing up, recuperating, whatever. I wasn't there for none of that. You know what I'm saying? You heard the stories, how niggas at LG took care of him, helped nurse them back to health and all that shit. I don't know about none of that. I wasn't there for that. You know what I'm saying? But it's a great possibility it happened because he was still rocking with Tawan at the time. You know what I'm saying? But that shit rocked the borough. Yo, God Tony got put down. Yo, they hit God Tony up so bad in 88, he had a shit bag. Was it 88? It had to be the end of 88 going to 89 because I came home from DFY February 89. I'll never forget. I came home in 89 and 89, he was in the street with the shit bag because they caught a heist. Yeah, got Tony caught a big heist with a motherfucker down my way. They took some big paper. They got knocked. This is when he goes sit up on Rikers Island C74 89. So it's reign of terror that I knew of, like the 86 to 89. It was like 86 to 89. Yeah. Like 86 to 89, because in 89, he hit C74. And that's another story. But before he hit C74, I got a funny story I'm going to tell you back in 88 in LG. I was on a home visit for this shit. I'll never forget. Because listen, every time I used to come home on a home visit, son, I just wanted to be around the older niggas. So all the shorties, we would be in the background watching all the shit that's going on in my projects. And I was soaking shit up with like a sponge. And I remember this day vividly. Damn, son, Mr. C gonna be mad at me. Big Daddy K gonna be mad at me. But it's legendary, man. Listen, man, this is no cap. I'm on a home visit. Never forget. Project's on fire. 88. Kane is moving mountains. He's the greatest rapper in the world. Like, you can't tell us nothing. It's all about LG. Everybody want to be in LG. This motherfucker Kane pulls up in LG. If I'm not mistaken, he had the Volvo back then, the big Volvo. Pulls up on DeKalb Avenue, front of 456. Yo, all the hoopla. Yo, Kane and the mix. Yo, everybody go crazy. East New York niggas in the projects. God told you the niggas. What? Oh, shit. Now, the rumor has it. He ain't had no pistol. Guy ain't had no pistol on it. Man, fuck that. I'm getting this nigga. He ran down on Big Daddy Kane with no pistol, son. This is the legend. Ran down on Big Daddy Kane with no pistol. Yo, what about, you know what it is? He had a beeper. They said he had a beeper. Said he snapped the back of the beeper. Clap. You know how the beeper snap? Make that noise. Yo, you know what it is? Don't move. Kane, oh shit. Book came right in the driver's seat. He said he booked Kane. Now he books Candy from the 456 right on DeKalb Avenue. He tries to slide up in 456. I guess he shooting up the Tawana crib. At the time, you know, guy was in and out of LG doing things. He was rubbing shoulders with certain niggas. And the rumor has it he was fucking with the big homie Moosey. And he owed Moosey some money. So God done booked the nigga Kane. Yo, let me get that. Ran in the building. Said he ran in the building. Moosey was like, yo, let me get that. He owed Moosey some money. That's some funny shit. But yeah, Big Daddy Kane got booked in LG, shot. And the legendary living legend, God Tony, he booked him. Yeah, so that shit is legendary in the hood. Kane stopped fucking with LG after that. Word to mother. He put us on a bird. Anyway, like I said, that was 88, 89. Got Tony take some money with dude down my way. He had the shit bag on him. He go to the full building adolescents back then. I think adolescents was up to 21 maybe or some shit like that. So you can imagine what the full building was like 89. So now, yeah, he got the case, the robbery. Rumor has it, nigga was telling on guy. I wouldn't be surprised because the nigga, he got knocked. He got a fucked up jacket when it comes to that telling shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you know, you know. I ain't even gonna go there with them niggas. Them niggas don't get a mention from me. But anyway, so as guy on the island, you know, he boomed it. He fucked up. Plus, he a little motherfucker. But at the same time, son, his name attached to so much shit in them Brooklyn streets. So much shit in the Brooklyn streets. So now this is where niggas get to take their cheap shots. One, he a little nigga. Two, he ain't got no jail history. He ain't no jail nigga from what I hear. I ain't never heard no jail stories about God Tony. Yo, God Tony was moving mountains in Spofford. God Tony was doing this in DFY. I never heard any of that shit. So he wasn't a jail nigga from what I understand. He go to C74, he wounded. His name attached to all types of shit. This is where these sucker niggas gonna take cheap shots. And I'm quite sure a lot of them did. But it was one homie who was taking a cheap shot to the point, man. Listen, man, East New York, y'all know what it is. Bed-Stuy, y'all know what it is. Brooklyn, y'all know what it is. Y'all heard these stories. So fruit ain't capping. But it was a homie who was really leaning on God, man. And that shit rubbed the whole borough wrong. It rubbed the whole borough wrong to the point where I was a shorty and I remember it. And I can talk about it. That's how bad it rubbed the borough. Big Schmiz out of Marcy, man. Yeah, man. Big Schmiz was hard on God Tony in the 4 billion 89, man. This shit, Big Schmiz was fucking with God, man. Bothering God. He was too big for that shit. God was a little nigga wounded. Schmiz was fucking with God, man. Yeah, the borough ain't like that shit. So Schmiz, you was wrong. I even had a face-to-face with Schmiz. 9-3. HD and Bing. Like, damn, son. Word had it. You was hard on God Tony. That wasn't cool. I said that to his face. Yeah, big fruit, loyal to a phone. I don't even know God. But I'm loyal to Brooklyn. I'm loyal to them streets. And that shit was wrong. Anyway, I said that shit behind my gate. Big Schmiz, big motherfucker. He was a Bing. He was a suicide. I was in my cell when I said that shit. You know what I'm saying? Word to mother. But shout out to Big Schmiz. So 89, they all in the 4 building doing what they do. And I know all this shit firsthand because they was all in Mod 2. They was in C74, 89, Mod 2. You know how I know? Because they was calling my crib. At the time, this nigga from down my way, he ain't no good. He don't get a name mentioned. He was in the 4 building. And his name was ringing bells. And I loved this motherfucker back then. I thought he was the coolest thing in the world. I was getting niggas ID. I was only 15, borrowing niggas ID to go visit the nigga on the island in 89. Yeah, I was doing that. Big fruit, loyal to 4. I was going to see this nigga on the island 89. He was telling me the war story, so I'm able to repeat them to you. But they was calling me from Mod 2. 89. Yo, ow. And I'm getting all that Mod 2 information. Got Tony in the house, Big Schmiz in the house. Like, I'm getting all that, son. I'm really getting all that. T-Lo, rest in peace. He was still in the building before he went to HDM. Like, I was getting all that firsthand as a shorty. So God do his ragged sound stint. His name is attached to mad shit. He got mad beef. You know what I'm saying? He got the shit bag. Tawana was trooping for a minute. That shit ain't last long because in 89, I remember she was with Nikki Barnes, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying, out of Brownsville. So she kind of, I guess she left God for dead. God had to do his bid. So God's up north now. Now, when God up north, I'm in the streets ripping and running. I don't know what the fuck going on. But when I come back to jail, when I came back to Allen for my case in 92, niggas coming down from up north, niggas got war stories. You start hearing shit. Now you're hearing how God Tony up north, he beefing with Little John and Your Majesty. Yeah, you see, Brooklyn, y'all know what it is. I ain't lying. So I'm shorty and I'm hearing all this shit. I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, Little John brought me out the house. I remember all them little niggas running around. Little John, God Tony. Like, I thought them niggas was cool. Like, Little John used to be in East New York with Tut them niggas. Like, Tut them niggas raised God Tony. Like, ain't them niggas cool? But like I said, niggas' names was attached to a lot of shit in them streets that the young boy Fruit ain't know about. So apparently, Madge, the big brother Little John, I didn't know at the time. I only knew Little John. I didn't know Your Majesty in 92. Well, I knew the name. I knew he was the big bro, but I ain't know who he was. So now I'm hearing, yo, Little John, Madge chasing Little Madge, be chasing that nigga got Tony around. Yo, they got beef. Wow, this shit is crazy. Rest in peace, Uncle Chip. That's all I kept hearing. Rest in peace, Uncle Chip. I'm like, the fuck is all this shit about? They chasing God Tony's down up north. Chasing them down up north. That's all you hearing, right? This is 9-2. I'm on the Allen. So we running around doing our biz, bro. When they start going up north, I will never forget. It's 9-3. I come up north 9-3. Blow spot up in Comstock. I go to the Cat. As soon as I hit Cat Sack, I go to Lord Library. My son Shy working in Lord Library. Hustle man Shy. No, Carl Shy Kanat. That's what we used to call the nigga. Shy Kanat. Shy used to make his own clothes and shit. He said, I'm gonna be better than Carl Kanat. So we used to call him Shy Kanat. So shout out to Shy. Shy was working in the Lord Library. I went to the Lord Library one day. Shy like, yo, you heard what happened in Clinton? I'm like, nah, what the fuck going on up there? He like, yo, son, Tony got hit. I was like, word, yeah, some major shit going on up there, blah, 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 blah. He told me that in Lord Library that day. Then I don't know how recent the information was he got, but he told me that day. The next day, I go in the mess hall, I see Shy again. The very next day, he like, yo, son, what up? I'm like, yo, what up? He like, yo, that shit going crazy. Tony got cut. I'm like, damn, he got stabbed, he got cut. Like, what the fuck going on? So I don't know what the fuck going on. I'm just hearing this mad drama in Clinton. The roof is getting blown up in that motherfucker. Mad niggas is going crazy up there. So now I'm doing, me and Dog is in Cassati. So me and Dog doing our homework. We're trying to find out what's going on. So we've come to find out, yo, there's a beef going on up there. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, that nigga Bush up there, Mano up there, Bud up there, got Tony up there. It's too much in the melting pot. Shit hit the fan. Apparently, the homie Butter, my bro, came outside. Man, the guy Tony had some shit. Butter knifed the nigga down. Butter jumped on the nigga in Clinton, stabbed the nigga up. Butter got knocked, took his shit on the road. So Butter in the box. I don't know what the fuck happened. Mano got Tony. Ooh. Next thing you know, Mano blow got Tony. I'm thinking, oh, some shit with Butter, because we all come up together. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Mano blew him for Butter. What the fuck going on in Clinton? We don't know. Or Dog's telling me, yo, son, Mano done cut the nigga guy. Mano in the box. So these niggas is in the box. Me and Dog and the Cat. I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on in Clinton? Next thing you know, I blow Kasaki up. I go to the box. When I get to the box, we all there. Me, Butter, Mano, Boxing Bar, Lil John. Everybody except God Tony. So God Tony still up north. I don't know where he at. He got cut in Clinton fucking with Mano and Butter. Take a show on the road. But shit got hot. Because when Mano blew God Tony, kites got flown and shots got fired. The homie in and out of Bushwick, Mal, rest in peace, Ike, he answered that. yeah, B block, mess hall. That nigga Ike, what? Niggas hit God Tony. Nigga Ike came out. Nigga Ike hit the nigga Inner. Inner was my neighbor in Southport. And it told me straight up. And it told me all this shit. So I got all this information. And they're like, yo, nigga, Ike came out, nigga hit me, son. I'm like, you had beef with Reverend Ike? Mal, out of Brooklyn? That grown-ass man with the full-grown beard? Like, what the fuck? I didn't understand it. We shorties, how the fuck we getting in the way of these OGs? Like, I didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I'm fresh up north. I'm like, yo, y'all niggas bugging, son. One thing about Big Foo, son, I pay homage and respect. I ain't never had a problem with OG up north. I ain't never had a problem with OG up north. Or OG up north ain't never put his hands on me. Like, what the fuck? Why are we losing respect for our OGs, man? Y'all niggas is bugging. But anyway, the nigga Ike hit Inner behind that guy Tony shit. So when I get to Southport, Inner telling me the whole drama, I'm like, what the fuck? He like, yeah, Butter hit guy over some other shit. Mano Blue guy over some other shit. Bush was upset. I answered that shit for Bush and fucking God told me, and Ike hit me. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck? Anyway, God Tony name. This is God Tony in the midst of all this shit. So as we all sitting up in there and shit, now Bar and Mano, we all in the box and shit. Remember, Mano blew Bar and Kasaki. Then he go to Clinton. He blew God Tony. So you say what you want to say about the boy. Ain't nothing sweet about the nigga. Wasn't nothing soft about the nigga. Mano ain't running with no clip. Mano ain't running with no pack. Every shot he let off by himself, win, lose, or draw. He answered those bells. And this is what I sat back and said, damn. Them East New York niggas don't like Mano right now. This is real talk. So niggas like, yo, fool, what you mean? I said, yo, man, Bar is the homie. Bar represent East New York, Coney Island as well, but East New York, God Tony, East New York legend. Like, yo, Mano up 2-zip on them niggas, son. This is real talk. Like, niggas felt some way about that shit. Yeah, man. So when you listen to shit, niggas talk crazy, do your homework, man. Niggas be caught in their feelings. You know what I'm saying? That boy had problems with niggas. He answers the bell. I'm sorry it was two East New York niggas, but it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, this ain't about Mano, it's about God Tony. So we all building and shit. Now we all in the box. We flying kites, talking in the cages. And all I'm saying to Mano was like, yo, you got to watch yourself, son. Like, you got beef with them niggas. He like, yeah, I know I'm on point. I'm like, nah, son. Like, I remember who that nigga was when we was kids. You got beef with that nigga now. Like, smart enough. Mano said, I'm on point. And he was. And Mano did the rest of his motherfucking bid on point. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was on point. He slept on Bar. He ain't sleep on God, but he slept on Bar. He ain't sleep on God, but he slept on Bar. He better not sleep on God. Not from that guy Tony I heard of. Like, that nigga ain't nothing to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with that little nigga. These niggas taking cheap shots at that nigga in the penitentiary. Don't do that. Don't do that. Word the mother. Don't do that because he was not nothing to be fucked with before he came to prison. Niggas start taking cheap shots in the nigga in prison because everybody not jail niggas. That ain't cool. That ain't cool, son. Don't do that. That ain't cool. But anyway, as the years go by, you hear about shit. Niggas doing their bids. Now niggas start getting sprung out the joint. Got Tony home. Mano home. Listen, Brooklyn, y'all know y'all niggas was on pins and needles. Y'all niggas was on and just walking on eggshells. If you was in the joint, you was on your gate. Everybody was waiting to hear what the fuck was gonna happen with Mano and Got Tony in the street. This is before Bar and Mano in the street. This is all about Mano and Got Tony in the street. Brooklyn was in an uproar. Brooklyn was in an uproar. It was rumors they saw each other. It was rumors they was beefing in clubs, throwing drinks at each other. All types of rumors you heard. But I never forget. It was the end of 2004, the fall. I was in Fishkill for about 2-3 months. It was one night I was out in the yard hitting the ball by myself. The yard was empty. Nigga came out in the yard. Look, yo, Fruit. I was like, oh shit, yo, cop, Black Cop, East New York's finest. Salute the cop, Black Cop City. Yo, Kai, what up? Yo, what's up, son? What? How we all? Me and Kai ain't seen each other since Sing Sing. Because when I first got to Sing Sing, Kai was still in Top Hand before they closed it. So I got to see him in 03. Then a year later, he got kicked out of Mid-Orange. You know, Kai always busting the move. He got kicked out of Mid-Orange, came to Fishkill. So we in Fishkill together. So we talking, we vibing, we reminiscing about shit. You know we got to address the elephant in the room. Yo, what's up with your boy? Yo, he out there doing what he do with that rap shit. Yeah, man, what's up with your boy? Yeah, rumor has it them niggas ran into each other. I'm like, bro, he like, yeah. So me and Kai got to expound on it. Like, yeah, them niggas ran into each other. This was said, that was said. They beefing. Like, damn, that shit crazy. Then I start hearing a lot of mixtapes from Mano. Mano was addressing that shit on his mixtapes. No shots was fired. Because let me tell you, he was out there doing what he do. He had his weight up. God Tony was out there doing what he do. He gonna always have his weight up because he's a living legend. And nothing ever happened. We all thankful to that. You know what I'm saying? Because bringing jail beef home is corny. That was a jail beef. Bringing jail beef to the streets of New York is corny. They didn't do that. Although the whole borough of Brooklyn was waiting for that shit to happen. They did not bring jail beef to the street. And it should never be like that. You know what I'm saying? It should never be like that. It should never be like that. And they didn't. And you know, Mano doing what he do, God doing what he do. So that's the end of that. But the guy Tony I know of is a living legend, bro. He's a living legend, man. And the stories I've heard about that man, or the incidents he was in, and niggas he ran with, legends, man. You know what I'm saying? The Tuts and fucking Drax and Pigs, rest in peace. Like, his name is attached to legendary people. You know what I'm saying? Even his beefs. Even his beefs. Look at all his beefs. He got beef with legendary people. Like, he ain't had beef with corner bum niggas. You know what I'm saying? Word. Even the women he was attached to, legendary. Tawana was a legend. Listen. I'm going to have to say, God was on the map already. Tawana was on the map. But the two of them in 85, 86, oh my God, that shit was crazy. 86, 87, that shit was crazy, man. God, Tony, and Tawana. That was a legendary relationship in Brooklyn, New York. Got Tony out of East New York and Tawana out of LG. That was a legendary relationship in Brooklyn, New York. Salutes to God Tony and shout out to Tawana. Yeah, East New York was on my neck like, yo, Fruit, what's up? I'm like, yo, man, I gotta be PG-13. I can't get crazy and be talking about shit I ain't supposed to be talking about. And I definitely don't be name dropping niggas who don't deserve name drop. So it's kind of hard to do this one and be loyal to my brothers. But at the same time, be loyal to this new craft that I'm developing. It was hard. It was really hard, man. But I got it done. I really did. I got it done. I hope everybody is pleased with my story of God Tony, the living legend, man. Like I told you, man, he came through LG and shook it up. Everything from the bang out with Swells to booking Big Daddy Kane with no hammer. You know what I'm saying? He was legendary. You know what I'm saying? That shit was funny. He booked Kane for the cable, ran in the building. The big shit, too. Remember Kane had the big shit with the big folk King? Yeah, God Tony got that. Ran up in the building. Moosey was like, yo, let me get that, man. You gonna meet your boy. Word, that shit was funny. That was a legendary story at LG, and I promise to always be bringing y'all legendary and exclusive content. You couldn't have got that nowhere else but here, man. Word to mother. Yeah, man. God told me. Whew. Yeah, man. He's a living legend, man. I have no idea what the man is doing right now. I hope he's doing well. I see him pop up in the flicks here and there with the homie Shy, my boy Shy, my boy Driz, the boy Just. Look how everybody's attached. Just is my guy. Me and Just ran around and sing shit. Just was the barber. Mano was sitting in the chair when Bar cut him. Just is in the street hanging with drag guy, East New York shit. But Just is from the stop. See, we all affiliated. Brooklyn is a big borough, but it's so small, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say we didn't bring jail beefs home, because if we did, shit would be crazy in the streets of Brooklyn if we held on to jail beefs. Word. Good thing we're not, because we're able to tell these stories now. You know what I'm saying? Because if we was holding on to these beefs, we wouldn't be able to tell these stories. I know I wouldn't. If I was holding on to a jail beef for the motherfucker, I wouldn't be able to tell a story. You know what I'm saying? Even the dude who cut me, I told you I'm not holding on to that. I wasn't mad at him when he did it. I just wanted to get him back. You understand what I'm saying? He did what I would have done. So I wasn't mad at him. And if I was to see the nigga today, I ain't gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's not what's up. Jail beefs in the street is corny. Word. So shout out to God, Tony and Mano, for not bringing that shit back to Brooklyn. Word the mother. You know what I'm saying? We take our wins like we take our losses. We'll talk. But when you about that life, you understand that. And God, Tony is about that life. Everything from swinging his hammer to taking shots. God, Tony understand what that shit is about. You know what I'm saying? He's a living legend out there in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And like I said, man, Big Food pay homage. Big Food give respect where his respect is due. And God, Tony is a living legend. I don't care if him and Butter had a beef. I don't care if him and Mano had a beef. I don't care if him and Swells had a thing out. I don't care about none of that. What I'm telling you is that man is a living legend, and you got to give a man his respect and his propers where they do. Straight jacket. So this one is for East New York, and this one is for God Tony. I hope I did you right. I hope Tawana was watching too. I'm just a joy for Little Wizzo, man. Rest in peace, Little Wizzo. I hope Tawana was watching this one too. Listen, man, it's your boy Big Fruit. I've been on here for now for about a half hour. I gave God Tony his respect and his just due. It's about that time for your boy to get that door and go chase a check. I'm not driving today. So this little Henny and tea in the morning ain't gonna bother me. Now it's time for me to jump in the booth and do my story of the Young Guns. Because we was all Young Guns and we all wanted to be like the God Tonys, the Brandons, the Little Johns. We wanted to be like them too. So we was Young Guns at one time. And that's the next story coming up next. Young Guns. Shorty's letting it go. Featuring Mouse, Wizzo, World, Diesel, Dr. Legend, a.k.a. Popsy, and more. So y'all stay tuned, and I'm going to keep bringing y'all this exclusive content. Until next time, it's your boy Big Fruit. I'm getting up out of here. East New York, this one was for y'all. Salute.